Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast narrative battle report. Today on this barren desert wasteland we have the Primaris Crimson Fists led by none other than General Rob.
Hello.
Say hello, Rob. Well,
How's
he did
going?
already. Good, thank you. So does everybody on YouTube say. And my Dark Eldar. Last mission, we saw a wave after wave of Eldar and Dark Eldar crash against the Imperial defense systems, and they were pushed back. So now, with secret orders in hand, both the Dark Eldar Drukhari and the Primaris Crimson Fists sally forth to achieve their hidden objectives. Let's begin this Maelstrom of War mission. Okay, so this is the battlefield. We have 60 power level of Primaris Space Marines versus 60 power level of Drukhari. Now, if you haven't watched the previous battle report where wave after wave of Eldar crashed against the Imperial lines, do check the link down below, watch that video. And this is a Maelstrom of War mission out of the chapter approved book, and we will be deploying. So we've set up an objective in that forested area. We set up an objective near the Administratum building, on the high ground, by the Aquila, near this old bombed out fuel depot, and on the highest mountain point as well. So we've got the 6 objectives ready to be held. We don't know what the deployment is, but let's look at Rob's Primaris army and my Drukhari army, the protagonists / antagonists, or whichever way you'd like to look at it, for the match. So here we have 60 power level of Primaris Crimson Fists with Rob at the helm, fresh off of the Barry Bash. Lots of competitive games happening. So Rob, take it away. What have you brought to beat my Drukhari's faces in once again?
Well, we kept it pretty simple this time. We took a lot of 5-man intercessor squads. There's 3 of them.
So 1, 2, and 3.
There's just a 5-man Hellblaster squad. Some aggressors, some of my favorite models.
You need more of those.
Oh yes, I do. A Psyker, Primaris Psyker. An Apothecary on a bike.
From the index.
Yes. And then we have a converted jump pack captain with a storm shield and power fist.
We call him Captain Smash Bleeper.
Yes. Trying out some Inceptors. And then the reliable units of Reavers.
Are they 2 5-man this time?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 5-man Reaver squads. And that is 60 power level of Primaris.
Primaris.
Hashtag Primaris. Primaris Space Marines. And here we have 60 power level of Drukhari for the game. So it is a battalion detachment. I have Archon Skari in all his glory with a blaster, Succubus with an Archite glaive and a regenerating wounds pistol, the Parasite's Kiss. We also have a Beastmaster and some Trueborn in the back with blasters, 2 10-man units of Cablite warriors with blasters and lances, lots of beasts, so 6 Chimera, a Clawed Fiend, and 12 Razorwing Flocks, as well as 2 dual cannon Venoms, a Razorwing jet fighter, 5 Witches with a Hecatrix, a Shard Net and Impaler, and last but not least, to ride around in, a really cool looking Raider. Cannot wait for the new codex for the Drukhari, but this will be facing off against the Primaris Space Marines. They're going to make, every time I've played, they have made me cry. So now we have done them something special. Okay, moving on to the mission. Okay, so the mission is Sealed Orders. It's a Maelstrom of War mission from the chapter approved book. And we've seen the 2 different armies, and how we're going to deploy is Table Quarters, or as it's called in the new book, Search and Destroy. So I've decided to deploy in this corner, and I've given my opponent that corner. You can kind of pick any table quarter that you want, and your opponent deploys in the opposite corner. There's an objective there, in his zone there, and then 3 here. Essentially, I've put one in his zone, but he has to move out for the 2, and the ones that are near mine are relatively close by, so I can kind of keep them back, and he has to kind of push up to get them. Now, in sealed orders, we start with 6 Maelstrom cards. We have to keep them secret from our opponent, and we reveal them when doing them. We can only redraw cards when we have completed all 6 of those missions, which means that you can be hamstrung by keeping a card. Now, the next time you redraw, you redraw to 5 cards, and then you redraw to 4 cards, and then 3 cards. But you have to complete all your cards before you can redraw. Okay, let's go on to deployment. I chose my deployment side, which is this one, so Rob is going to start deploying on that side, and we will return after deployment. Deployment, we are ready for battle. So, he went first and we went back and forth, but I finished deploying first. I put a Clawed Fiend back here to create a bubble zone where no deep strikers can go back here right now. Essentially, you're blocking out, so I'm trying to stop him from deep striking. He has a lot of reserves coming in. I put a big unit of Razorwing flocks all the way across. The puppies and the Beastmaster within range, so they can use his leadership. Razorwing right there. I've got the Trueborn hiding behind this big rock in that Venom. My Archon, the Witches, and the Succubus in the Raider. I've got an empty Venom. That was just bad list design on my part. And then I've got 10 Cabalite Warriors here, and 10 Cabalite Warriors over here, with a Lance and a Blaster in each. The Crimson Fists have deployed relatively conservatively. 1 unit ready to jump on that objective. 1 unit on that objective. Hellblasters and Aggressors behind those crates. Another unit of guys in the back there. The Librarian and the Apothecary with them as well. In reserve, we have 2 units of Reavers. We've got the 3 Inceptors and Captain Smash Bleeper with the Relic Power Fist that can punch people in the face. It's like a Thunderhammer that doesn't suffer a -1 to hit, which is pretty cool. And that is all. We have a roll to make.
We do.
We do. Roll to make. I get +1 to go first. Hiya! I rolled a Cox dice. That's not flat. Hiya! Ah! And with a +1, I will attempt to go first. Rob?
I will attempt to seize.
Ah, you will attempt to seize. The amount of times you've seized on me.
Don't jinx yourself.
Yeah, I know, right? And roll. Oh, it's so close. That is a 5. And with that, the Dark Eldar will go first. Okay, so we get 6 cards, and they are secret. So I'm going to show you, just so you can see where everything is. Just so you know, that's objective 3. This is objective 2. That is objective 4. This is objective 6. This is objective 5. And that is objective 1. And the first card I have been ordered to receive is this one. Okay, well that one's pretty straightforward. Okay, we have our orders. Okie dokie. Okay. 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 Perfect. And moving on to the first turn. Okay, so Dark Eldar turn 1. The Drukhari have essentially spaced out to block some deep strikers. The Razorwing jet fighter has zoomed forward and lanced the Librarian to death. So I'm not sure if that was bait, but I'm pretty sure Captain Smash Bleeper is going to jump in and beat up my raider or my Razorwing. So in response to the first turn, I do succeed in witch hunting you. Pow! Because that was a Librarian that I was able to assassinate.
Yep.
And I also got an area denial because you're not nearby the center of the board. And
Just 1 point, right? 1 point.
It's just a 1 point, yeah, just a 1 point. I still have these two folks right here, and I still have this one. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and keep it, just because that's a fun one. So I have First Blood and 3 points, and it is now the Crimson Fist turn. Okay, so here are the Space Marine objectives. I'm closing my eyes, by the way, so I won't see this until the battle report is being edited.
All right, here's the first one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is, but ooh.
It's a pretty good one. I like that one. We'll keep that one.
Ah. Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Two.
There's two.
Three now?
No, that was 2.
7.
There's number 3. It's a pretty good one too. I like that one. We'll keep that one.
Okay. Very cool. Keep that one. It's not like you can't keep that one.
There we go. We can get this one too. We got this one. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's number 4. Here's number 5.
Yeah.
This one not so much.
Mm-hmm.
This one's always a hard one.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And then the last one. This one's pretty good. We can take this one too.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Those are the.
And that was all 6.
Yep.
Perfect. And on to the Crimson Fist's first turn. Okay, end of Space Marine turn 1. So the Crimson Fists have advanced up. You know what objectives, I don't. But put 6 wounds on my Razorwing Jet Fighter. Captain Smash Bleeper and the aggressors charged into the Razorwing Flux and killed 1. It was bad rolling on the Power Fist part to hit and to wound. And then I put 1 wound on Captain Smash Bleeper over there, while Inceptors and Reavers also dropped in, but failed their charges. And there's 1 unit of Reavers still in reserve. He's trying to spread me apart. From shooting, he did kill 7 out of this unit here, and I did choose to pass my morale test there. And he killed 1 of the Chimera, the puppies, over here. So, Rob, did you get any points this turn?
I did.
You did.
I got Secure Objective 5, which is that one.
Oh, very cool. That's the one on the hill. Very nice.
And then for the Emperor, which is make a successful charge with an infantry.
Oh, you needed to try to do it with 3 for D3, right?
No, that one's only 1.
Oh, is it just 1 because it's a Space Marine one?
Yeah.
And I successfully defended Objective 2. None of these are obsec, right?
No.
Okay. So I've successfully defended Objective 2, and I'm currently still working on this objective here and this objective here, and I can't get rid of them until I can't redraw until I get more cards. Are you going to get rid of some cards? You can only get rid of you can get rid of 4, can't you?
No.
No?
I'm going to get rid of 3 because it's instead of discarding 1 card,
oh, it is?
3. So I'm just going to keep 4.
Okay, perfect. On to turn 2. Okay, and it's Drukhari turn 2, the end of. Most of my shooting went against the Hellblaster unit on the crates. I need to try and lower my opponent's firepower. And then I was able to go in and clear around Objective 1 with the Succubus and some shooting, allowing me to control Objective 1. So at the moment, I only have 1 objective, and because it's a narrative game, I kind of like this one, so I'm going to try and keep that. So we'll see. It hamstrings me, but because I'm far ahead in points, I can sort of afford to keep it. At the moment, and we're going on to turn 2. I did lose 3 more Razorwing Flocks in the combat, but that means that they're still okay for morale because they use the Beastmaster's morale. And I did essentially keep the bubble so that the second unit of Reavers can't really jump into anything, while the 3 Cabalites over here jumped into the empty Venom to kind of stay alive from a bunch of heavy bolt of firepower. So we're moving on to Crimson Fist turn 2. He's got the same objectives he had last turn. He has 3 in play, 4 in play, 4 in play at the moment. And moving on to the second Crimson Fist turn. Okay, end of the second Crimson Fist turn. So what happened over here? We had the Intercessors kind of move around. My Razorwing has suffered 2 more wounds. The Inceptors blew away this whole 10-man unit of Cavalry Warriors. They destroyed them. The Power Fist actually connected, killing 4 of the Razorwing Flocks, but everybody's kind of stuck in combat here. My Archon failed his first Shadow Field save. He's lost 2 wounds. I've lost 1 Witch. My Succubus died in combat to the Teeth of Terror. And my puppies over here have taken 4 wounds, but they passed morale thanks to the Beastmaster. So did my Razorwing Flock. So, at the end of turn 2, the Space Marine character has killed a character, gaining him D3 points. For 3. Ooh, so that's 3 points for that one. Nice, so he's up to 5 points so far. He also got...
Destroy a unit.
Kill a unit. Cool.
If I destroyed 3 or more, I get D3, but I only destroyed 2.
Oh, so close.
I destroyed the Succubus and the Cabalite Warriors.
So that's only 1 point for that.
Darn you, doggo!
Yeah, little puppy wanted to survive.
It's only 1 point.
Yep.
And I will discard a card.
Okay, and he will discard one of them, but he still has 1 in his hand.
And
Which
the one I will discard is Domination.
Very hard to do.
Very, very hard to do.
Okay, so he's getting rid of that one. But he does have a grand total of 6 points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points plus First Blood. So I have 7 points to his 6 points. So it's definitely a tight game. Moving on to Dark Eldar, turn 3. Okay, so we have turn 3 for the Dark Eldar. I've shuffled some things around, kind of pushed into this little corner here. I killed the Apothecary and the unit of Intercessors that were right there. And then this big blob finally killed all of my Razorwings. So they're now out of combat, but I have charged a lot of stuff into the Reavers, so we'll see how they go. Although my Trueborn are now out and about. I didn't get any points this turn, and I got rid of Secure Objective 5 with my Warlord. So next turn I will be able to draw 5 cards to try and get some more points. Okay, let's move on to Space Marine turn 3. It's a bloodbath, and the main force is now free to move around. Oh, and there's more Reavers coming in too. The Dark Eldar are in a bit of a pickle right now. Okay, so end of Space Marine turn 3. So, he kind of jumped everything into this area of the battlefield that we're seeing here. Now, on this far flank, nothing really happened. 2 more wounds were put on my Razorwing, so it has 1 wound left. It's almost dead. So, we had the Trueborn all die. We had the Raider take a few wounds. We had the Beastmaster take a few wounds. But the epitome of this whole combat was the aggressors blowing up the venom with my Archon, the venom exploding, putting the last wound on Captain Smash Bleeper, child friendly here at SkaredCast, and then he put 1 wound on the Inceptors that then my Archon killed because they piled into him, killed one of the aggressors that had a wound, killed my puppy, killed my witch, killed my last one, and put a wound on this venom. So all in all, what an interesting turn of events as we move on to turn 4. And Rob, did you score any points?
No.
No. Are you holding on to that card?
I am.
You are indeed. Okay, so he is holding on to that card. Now, I don't have any cards. I did get Warlord kill, so I'm going to take a Warlord kill. That's this little dice right here. Boop, boop. That is an extra point for me. And I have 5 cards. So, first card. Very cool. Second card. Very cool. Third card. Very cool. Fourth card. Very cool. I don't know why I'm saying very cool. Fifth card. Okay. Oh, is that 1, 2, 3? Yep, that's 5 cards. Okay, moving on to the next turn.
There's not a whole lot left on the table.
There is not a whole lot left on the table. So, end of Dark Eldar turn 4. Okay. What happened this round? So, the Venom that was near the crates moved up here, speeding fast to secure objective 4. And I have indeed secured objective number 4. High Command did give me that. I was able to, combination of shooting, finally kill 3 of those Reavers in the back, which is really, really important, because now he has 1 less unit to attack me with. My Archon did charge into the Inceptors, and he took 2 wounds in combat and killed only 1, so he's just going to fall back and blast him because my Archon only has 1 wound left. The Clawed Fiend that was in this flank moved up, charged into the Reavers, survived with 1 wound, and failed to do any damage with his damage to attacks. Meanwhile, I put 1 wound on these intercessors, and nothing else, but my Razor Wing did have to move up this way. So it is tight, but I did get secure objective 4. I also got a Kingslayer. I pulled it from this deck. D3 points for Kingslayer. A 1 point. Not a very good Kingslayer.
To be fair, the king got blown up by...
He did. He got blown up, and he was like, oh, we should probably capture him and take him home. And I also got secure objective 2 with my Beast Pack Master. So I did get 3 points this turn, and I am going to get rid of Hold the Line, because these intercessors are right there. And they're going to essentially stop me from holding the line. So we're moving on to Crimson Fist, turn 4. He has 1 card left. I'm pretty sure it's Kingslayer because he hasn't got rid of it. And my Archon has 1 wound remaining. Okay, moving on to turn 4. Okay, Space Marine, turn 4. So these intercessors shot and took 2 wounds off of that venom. The Heavy Bolter and Scepter blasted the Archon into oblivion. I had to pass 1 6-up save to hold him alive. And I rolled a 1, so the Archon is dead, giving him Kingslayer. He did shoot his pistols into my Clawed Fiend, killed the Clawed Fiend, trying to charge into the Raider, but failed to charge the Raider. So he did get Warlord kill and D3 points for Kingslayer.
No whammy.
2 points. And I did successfully defend objective 1 with my Raider in the back here, gaining me an extra 2 points as well. So, as it stands, moving into turn 5, we have 9 points. 9 points. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 9 to 13. And I will get 4 more cards because I did get rid of all of mine. So 4 more go to this one here. Okay. We go to this one here. Okay. We go to this one here. How the hell am I going to do that one? And we go to this one here. Ah! Complete and utter trash. Okay, on to turn 5.
You can't even discard 3.
No. Okay, so end of turn 5 for the Dark Kin. I did move my Beastmaster to secure objective 3, so he's over here for a point. I tried to get Psychological Warfare. I cannot get Master of the Warp. Psychological Warfare, I have -1 leadership to everybody within 6 inches. I needed to kill a few more Reavers, but that didn't happen. I'm going to be discarding Master of the Warp because that's impossible for me. And I did get Supremacy. Any 3 objectives. D3 points. Ayah! For what? Damn it! That's a 2-point turn. On to Space Marine, turn 5. Let's see. He gets 5 cards now, so this could be the turning point because he still has about 30 Space Marine wounds left on the table. I have 12 wounds left on the table. Okay, sir.
All right, close your eyes.
My eyes are closed.
All right, what do we got here? Oh, that's not a bad one. You can stop zooming in.
Okay.
There we go.
No, I'm just so that you can see it better.
That's a pretty good one.
Getting so.
We'll keep that one. That's good. Yeah. What about this next one here? Oh, that's very good. Yeah, we'll keep that one too. Yeah. What about this one here? Oh, that's a... Well, let's see what we get with that. Well, it's a good thing we can definitely do that now. We got rid of that card we couldn't get, so alright.
Yeah.
Alright. That was 3, this is 4. That's not very good, we can't do that. What about this one? Last one.
Okay.
We could do that. Yeah, we got that. All right.
I like the banter and commentary. So we have those objectives. Let's move on to turn 5. Okay, so we have the end of turn 5. My Razorwing died. My Beastmaster died to a charge from the Reavers. and my Venom died, the guys got out, and then the Intercessors charged really far and killed 2, because I rolled really hot for my saves. One of the 3 survived, and he killed one of them with his Agonizer. And then my Raider is still alive with 5 wounds. So, at the end of turn 5, what do we have here, Sam?
We have Scour the Skies that's definitely a point, since I think everything on your board has flying now.
That's right, except for him.
We also have Big Game Hunter, because your flyer died.
Kill the flyer, yeah.
And then No Prisoners for D3, because 3 units were destroyed.
Which was the, 3 units. Wow, you killed 3 things, D3 points. 3 points, oh my goodness gracious. So, moving at the end of the 5th turn.
And I'm gonna discard.
Yep.
Priority orders supremacy.
Your warlord has been ordered to be 3 places at once.
Yes, he has.
That's very hard to do. Okay. So, how many points do you have, sir, in total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14
So
points.
he has 14 points, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus Linebreaker, 16. Oh, no Linebreaker. No, nobody has Linebreaker right now. Okay, so drum roll, please. It is going on, or is it not going on? At the end of turn 5, what happens? It comes down to a die roll.
Space Marines need a new set of dice!
Yeah. And it goes on to turn 6. Oh no, I have 1 card to play, which is this one. So we'll see if I can stay alive long enough to make it matter. Okay, so with turn 6, he was able to kill in combat. So what I did with the Raider is I moved up, I shot into the Intercessors over here, then I charged in, and they did 5 wounds to it in combat. Well, technically 6 wounds with a power sword. Oh my goodness. And that was it. Oh no, I failed the 3 armor saves, and then he rolled 3 5-up to wound rolls to kill my Raider in combat. And with that, the Dark Eldar have been tabled. The Crimson Fists are yet again victorious. Wow, that was really awesome. Thank you so much for the game. I really love it when stuff goes down to the absolute wire. I did get more Maelstrom points, but I am no more on the table, and that means it is a win for the Crimson Fists, who still have quite a sizable force.
It was a 1-point game still.
Yeah, it was very tight. It is a 60 power level points. Make sure you leave a comment. Let us know what you think. It was just a fun, friendly game. You know, this is a constant narrative that Rob and I have. Did you like the Primaris? Do you like the Drukhari? Can you wait for the Codex? Let me know down below. A big shout out, of course, as always, to all the Patreons to the channel who help support what I do and inspire me and encourage me. You get unlock some really cool stuff like the chat and whatnot as well. Check the links down below. This is Skari, your grateful host, signing off. And Rob, before we sign off, do you have any final comments at the end of the game?
It's always a pleasure. The Eldar are really fun to play against with their growing abilities further on in the game. But I thought it was very, very close still.
It was definitely a close game. I love it when games are really close. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, and I love the feedback. Once again, the Crimson Fists thwart my Drukhari as and we will see you guys next time on SkaredCast. The Dark Kin. So, we're having a battle report. Rob! Say hi, Rob, to the Patrons. Hello everybody. And we're filming our next battle report. It's going to be a narrative, fun one. 60 power level.
It's an exclusive. We're playing the game. Lots of shooting.